Hello, everyone. How are you doing, guys? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, where you want us. And today I'm so happy because we implementation Quarkus with JNoSQL. I am right, Max. Tell me more.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome, wherever you are. So I'm so glad to be here in the next session. Okay, so today what we gonna do? We're gonna explore a little bit how to use JNoSQL inside of Quarkus. So Quarkus is a amazing ecosystem, like so. It's a kind of Java native framework, if I'm not wrong, that helps you to create a very fast and subatomic Java application. So you could get many benefits using Quarkus. For example, you will get low memory usage. You will get an opportunity to compile in native one, so you can create the application and compile it in the native, get a native application compilation. So it will be amazing, and we could. I think that Gabriel wants to show something. Feel free,
And
Gabriel, to
guys, don't
show.
forget. Max say it's a Quarkus, it's a subatomic, and this is subatomic. It realizes the best cuts of trees around the world. Look this, it's a Quarkus Chainsun Quarkus. It's just so amazing.
Oh, you looks like Otavio saying some jokes, some daddy
Yes,
jokes. You are learning so fast. But amazing. That's it, guys. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna getting started a Quarkus application from scratch. Let's create a crude application. Let's create a module and a model and using JNoSQL behind the scenes in order to store data and get in order to see this integration, because we realized that there is a good, amazing extension that was created to integrate JNoSQL with Quarkus, and by using this extension, we will be able to use many um, key value NoSQL database, document databases, and column database as well. So we can use those ones on the easiest way. Okay, and let's explore a little bit. Okay, let's
perfect.
go. Let's go ahead, Gabriel. Let's go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so I
Don't
will share my
stop
screen.
now.
So, looks like we could choose a special music in our sound effects. Try to find out one. Let's see if you can. Oh, you are the DJ today.
All right, I will get my guitar. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah, he
I
likes to play
play.
guitar.
I play. This is a Joker.
It's an amazing one. So,
I I will put the music here.
yeah, I think that it's the best way to. Oh, what are you doing, man?
I changed the
this
channel because here is a live code. Another is this conversation.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thanks for organize those things for us.
No
Okay.
worries.
Okay, so I will go to my GitHub repository down my directory, my local machine. So I will go to my repository. What kind of music is that? Remember, if you use copyright music, we can be blocked
It,
in some content. So
this is a
hold this
night
one.
midnight music. It's a snake.
Really?
Yes, it's
No,
a
but
squirrel. It's a playlist,
Yeah,
the
but
wave playlist.
oh, great! So it's good because we can use those music and without any kind of problem. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead. Okay, so I think that I could go to GitHub, the Aruda. Okay, so I think that we got a special repository. That means demo EE application. Yes, it's a good one. So we could create application right here and get a start from that. Okay, so I will first of all I will create a branch, a new branch. So I will create a Quarkus, Quarkus, JNoSQL. It's a good one. Okay, so I will open my ID right here. Okay, it's open already. Oh, it's open. No worries. Okay, great. This project is the demo project, so that we used to hold the sample projects that will help anyone that wants to see integration with JNSQL, how to use JNSQL, maybe in a Jakarta EE environment or maybe in a microprofile environment, so on. Of course, Quarkus is a microprofile implementation as well. But and we can see this kind of integration. So in order to do that, what I'd like to do, I'd like to let me close everything, close all tabs. Great. I like to use the Quarkus CLI, so we could create application right here. So I think that you could create right here, create a new app. I think that a couple questions will show up. You asking us, okay. I think that it creates a simple code right here. We can see the Quarkus with code with Quarkus. So I will move it to start to code with Quarkus. I will use the Quarkus. I use the Quarkus project. Okay. I will remember that before they're just for the okay, Quarkus. They know SQL.
I
They know
think if you
C.
enter the portal Quarkus, uh, gate Quarkus, you get this command. I think it's
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Well, you could also go to the repository, go to the site, the code start from Toronto. This is the one, so you could go there.
Quickly.
You go, yeah, it's easy. You go to here and click on coding start, and right here we could create the simple application. Choose some extensions, but we already did it right here. Okay, and what I'd like to do, I will just move. I will just change something right here. I'd like to. I like to change it. So I like to change it to this one, and of course, I think that we could hold everything in same group ID. So I think that we can use this one. So I think that's a good one. It's not necessary. I'm just doing this not to keep those things organized. Okay, so okay, I just change it, and I think that in order to activate this one, I will add a module right here because I could see everything right here. So
Good evening, Blackburn.
oh, hello everyone, hello Black. It's nice to see you here. So I think that um, reload the projects, and we can see that Quarkus was ported right here, and we can figure out what extensions are here. So we can see the rest easy, okay, and so on. So let's add more extensions. I think it's a good time to do this. I don't know if the window is in a good shape. So, but I think that I improve the zoom. I think it's a good one. All right, I
You're
could.
totally right.
Okay, great, amazing. Great. So, what I like to do, so let me go to Quarkus. I'm on in the project. I'm on inside of the directory. So we are able to get start Quarkus right here. So I could use the Quarkus CLI. So Quarkus CLI in dev mode. So with that, we can ramp up the application easily as well. Um, well, according my knowing, the Quarkus CLI acts like a wrapper of Maven, so it will call the Maven the Quarkus Maven plugin in order to ramp up everything. So it was usage. So let's see. Okay, just asking me so to share my anonymous data, but I don't want to do this right now. And based on that, we can access the application right here and see that everything is still working. Okay, if you want to see the dev UI, we just need to access the key. Okay,
Oh, I like the music Cobra Snake.
right, really amazing. So we can see right here some configurations. It's an amazing one. So you could realize any kind of specifications and extensions that you are using in your Quarkus project. It's an amazing one. So let me go back, and I think that we are in good shape to install more extensions. What I'd like to add is the Quarkus. You could use also Maven one, but I will use Quarkus, so I think that you could use extension. I think that you could do something like that. Example, open API. I think it will list something right here, and we can choose a specific one. So I use this one. Okay, so based on that, it was added. The application will be restarted when I try to reach out it again. So, and probably, let's see. Oh, it wasn't installed, but let's restart it. Don't worry about that. When we change some dependence, it's good to restart the context. When we are work in a classes, just change it. Everything is works on fine. Oh, great. So let's see. Okay, okay. Looks like it's working, and the application get starting. So it's great. Of course. Let's see. Okay, let's see if the Oh, I did a little mistake. Hold on, guys. I hope I was working in a wrong repository. Sorry. It was installed. It will start and then just that's just to hold back what I did in a wrong repository. Sorry. Okay, so it's good. Okay, great. Okay, so looks like it's everything is working. So let's see. In Devil mode, in Dev UI, we can see the Swagger, and on the Swagger, we can see the API, and we can iterate with the application. So we will use that in order to test our application. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So amazing. There's some information in the chat, Gabriel. There's some
No,
comments.
only the persons, and we now have Diego say good evening. Hello,
Okay. Hello, Diego. It's nice to see you here. Amazing. So let's go back to our application and let's add a new extension that will be responsible for integrate JNoSQL with Quarkus. So this extensions is this one. So we can use the JNoSQL. I think that it will works. Let's test it. Okay.
perfect.
document document MongoDB. I think it will works. Let's just test it. If it doesn't work, we can add this one. Oh, it's installed. Can you see? Haha, amazing. So we can see right here this one and this one. What it do? It allow us to work with JNoSQL because it integrates easily with JNoSQL API. So we can create our application based on that. It's a very amazing one. Also, it will detect that we are using uh, MongoDB, and we are when we are getting started an application or getting started the MongoDB client, it will ramp up dev services database with Quark with a MongoDB on my Docker environment, my machine. It will be amazing. So I can get stopped right now just to show you. I think that it will get started again. So it will be amazing. I don't know if it will ramp up uh, right away because there is no information in our application that we are using some MongoDB, something like that. So okay, so okay, great. That's it. Look, guys, the application ramp
Hello,
up and
Clayton. Hello,
oh,
Victor.
amazing, amazing. Clayton, hello, Victor. It's amazing, amazing to see you here, guys. So we can see that the application, the plugin, the extension, Mongo Mongo client ramp up um, a MongoDB. So we just we are able to see it running just to figure out this one. Okay, so we can see that it's running on this image and okay, it's amazing because we don't need to handle with Quarkus instances and sorry, with container instances in our Docker environment in our local machine. So we don't need to care about that. The dev services handle those things for us automatically. Okay, and we can see that on the dev UI. If you go back to dev UI, we can see. Let's see. I think that we are able to see. the Mongo client right here. I don't know if there is some information about that. Let me see. It's very interesting. But it will ramp up an application, a MongoDB application, and so on. So I think it's amazing one. And we can see that some another extension was installed together. So the the Quarkus JNoSQL extensions brings a couple ones sub extensions that you using together provide us and a good integration with JNoSQL. So let's do this. Let's figure out how those things work. Okay. So based on that, I think that we are in good shape right now. Okay, so we could figure out what's happening on behind those scenes. So we got a here hello world right here. So what I'd like to do is just to delete everything because I don't want to work with this class. And let's create a package. So this package is JNoSQL. I will use the demos. No, I will use a Quarkus. Um, let's do a sample right here. So sample. Okay, so let's create let's create a crude application. So let's use a developer one. Well, let's create a simple module. Okay, so developer, I will create a new one. So and the interesting thing is that JNoSQL supports records, not just a class upload a plain old Java object to create the entity. So we can use records to do this. So it's very funny to use that. So let's do this. Okay, so in order to make this thing works, we can use just annotate with Jakarta NoSQL annotation. So based on that, we could define the ID. So the ID we use a specific field. So I should declare the name of developer. Also, I'd like to integrate uh, string list of
Oh,
a list of
where you don't simplify this, you don't put list, but put age. Like,
okay, great,
I think
great.
it's more safe
Okay,
using the age.
let's use a local date. Local date is a birthday. Okay, birthday is a good one. So
Yes.
birthday. So it will okay,
You
and I
use the record?
okay
Uh,
birthday. Yeah, the
or
birthday.
why you don't use the classic experience with the record work with JNoSQL? It's not well. Remember,
No, no, it works. I tested before. I
oh,
tested it before.
I hear this. This is second time I hear this.
No, no, no worries. I tested. I tested already. Okay, I tested. And no worries. We can.
Like, okay, I trust you, but
Ah, with emotion, we got an emotion. Don't understand? You need to feel these feelings, to make these feelings in our brains. So it's needed.
I know.
Okay, no worries,
All
no
right,
worries. It works. It
if
will
this
work.
application is broken, I say, aha!
Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, let's get in baby steps. Okay, let's just create this one and let's test it. Okay.
Wait, you delete birthday.
Sorry, could you repeat again?
Why you delete birthday?
Birthday. Okay,
Birthday.
okay. Let's skip it. Okay, let's skip it and see how the things works. Okay, so
Perfect.
it will works and let's create a
It's directory,
developer.
right?
Sorry.
Repository. Repository.
Yeah, no, no, I will use by now. I will use just JNoSQL Jakarta NoSQL implementation, just
Yes,
specification
but
only. Okay, but no
but
worries, no worries. Hold on. You go ahead. Okay, you go ahead. So,
okay, okay.
developer resources, developers resource. Okay, so this one will be the resources. So I could define right here developers, and I will define by that it will consume media type as application JSON because I don't want to care with another kind of media type. By the way, so and it will also it produce this application. Okay, great. So what we should do, we will use the document template. Okay, and it will be injected automatically in our application, and we use um, share developer, developer, how developers list all, list all. Okay, that will just create application. I don't want to explore this one in a deep way. Baby steps first. Okay, so select developer class and result will show up. And let's see if everything works as expected. So let
oh,
me see.
Blackboard, you can start today. Like you don't need technical knowledge. It's like you can help us with documentation.
Yeah,
Trust.
yeah, it's yeah. This live session, this Coffee.withJava series, you could get watching from the first session and see how can get start to contribute with open source. And of course, Gabriel, you are able to answer this question how he could get start to contribute with the open source. Go ahead.
I started contribution in open source with Coffee of Java. Before Coffee of Java, I never realized one commit in the project open source. And I started the project open source with Coffee of Java. Like I don't realize the technical commit. I realize the document commit. Like help me with documentation.
Yeah, amazing. So that's it. It's easier than you can fall before. So you just need to understand what kind of contribution you would you like to do. So the easiest way to do this is by documentation. So pay attention to the documentation. Documentation is something that the most projects needs to be synchronized with the product. It's a borrowed thing. Most of the people don't like to document those things. So and sometimes it's easier to get started from there. And because you need to understand what the product does, am I right? You need to understand the solution that the project provide to the people. And in order to do that, you need to read the documentation. When we are reading the documentation, we probably you see some improvements on there, some enhancement points. So based on that, you could get started from there. Fork the project, enhance the document, and open a PR. Of course, read the contribution guide. It depends on the product, the project. Most of the project got your own rules of contribution. So based on that, you could get a good guide how to contribute, and it will help you to get started. Okay, Gabriel, look at that, look here.
Wait,
I
wait one
just
second, Max. I need to finish this point.
sure.
and Victor Queiroz and the Blackboard, you can actually contact with me and Max in the social medias, and we speak in Portuguese, and I share with you the link in the Discord, and so Java. You can find us in in the server, in the So Java server in Discord. All right, and we speak in Portuguese with you because I think it's more easily. You told me more early. You don't have a high proficiency in English, and you can help me, you in Portuguese and giving more tips, more how can say, more precise for you. Okay,
Yeah,
and go ahead.
amazing. Amazing. So, look, guys, as as most of developers who likes to go ahead and try to put the code on the fingers and make those things works and so on, but by now I've just forget a little detail, and I'd like to give you a good tip. So before to get start something, read the documentation, okay? So look that I'm just tested and I figure out that it's something is missing in my configuration, and it's something that I miss it up. So that I miss it. So in order to solve that, I'd like to share it to you. The repository of this extension got huge, good documentation that can give you information about what is needed, what's required to use this extension. And scroll down right here. Look, we need to create this attribute in application.properties in our Quarkus application. Without this configuration, an issue is we will rising up in our faces. So we need to solve it. So I will go here. I will just copy this one, add here, and I will try to add some simple database. I would just use test. I don't care about that right now. Of course, we are using Quarkus, so when we are trying to put this one in production, you can use environment variables to define the properties, because it's uses microprofile specification. So you can use variable environment variables or define a specific file in your environment and make those things good in a good shape to go to production. Okay, but right here in our sample right here, I'm just using this hard coded property. Okay, based on that, I can save it, and I can test again, and we can see that it works. Okay, it works. It works so fine. Everything is in good shape. We can see when we are using this extension, it will print out some information for us on a on a log, showing which server we are connecting during our session, so we can see that we are using the port that is exposed in our local host that's pointing to our Docker May and MongoDB instance. So it's very interesting. So based on that, I think that you're in good shape. So we could go ahead, create another endpoint. So I will create right here, add one. So I will add the developer. I add developer. So add new one. So I could also provide something like that. I could do this. I can do this, but let's put this one. Let's just complete the sentence. Okay, so I will repose, but I will. Okay, the good one. And let's use the template that we insert. And the new developer is right here, and something will happen. and we will see something happens. Okay, once we start save it, or when we change it, the Quarkus will detect any kind of change on our application, and we will pop when we are access again the application will be reloaded, and we can see another endpoint right here provide us a sample code to start this one. Okay, but look, we are getting an ID right here. Okay, but in my API, I don't want it. I don't want to I don't want to offer to the user of my API to provide the new ID. I'd like to provide this by myself. And also, we are sharing our model outside of our application. So it's very coupled with our model. Any kind of change that we did that we will do in our model will reflect to our clients, and the contract of the API will be broken. It's something that we need to avoid when we are creating a API. We need to define the API in order to avoid this kind of issue. And based on that, what I'd like to do, I'd like to create a kind of POJO. I like a DTO or value object or something like that you use on a DDD perspective or another kind of design pattern that we use to listen to. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to add a kind of simple detail. And the records is a good one to do this. So I will just to create a record, a simple record right here that will represent my new developer request. New developer request. I could do this, and I can define which kind of attributes I will expose. So I will expose the name, and I will expose the local date, that is our birthday. Okay, request. So it's one good one. Great. And then we could add this one uh, in our argument in this method, so we can get this one. And of course, in order to make this one, we should create you need to create a kind of converter or something like that. Okay, but I'd like to get something like that. New developer, and I will delegate this one to my request. I will create a method right here. I think it's a good one for myself. For me, it's a good one. So I could develop it right here, and I could just create my model and use my logic. Sometimes you could, what can I say, protect this logic under a service or something like that. So it's up to you. You are able to do this by yourself. It's up to you. Sometimes I don't like to create many layers because sometimes it's you don't get benefits with that. It's just a interaction calling. So we just need to navigate between the layers, and sometimes it's something that you don't get benefits. You understand me? So, but it's up to you. It depends of your application, your case. But let's implement this one. Okay, methods. Method class also allow us to create methods, and that's we will go to do right now. Okay, so I will create a developer right here. Developer. Okay, right now my developer got three got three arguments in a structure, but we could use a static method, factory method. It's a good one when we got a complex object. So It's a good design pattern that you could use in order to avoid any kind of messing up when we are working with a huge object with many attributes that you need to manage. Understand? So it's a good one. So I could use a new developer, just passing on his name and his birthday. Okay, and we will develop this one. Okay, Max. But what you did could be done right here. Okay, you're right. But I hold this one right here. Okay, so I create this method right here, and we could do some validation. So, for example, I would like to guarantee that okay, the name should be required. So, name is required. Okay, I could provide some validations. It's a good one. I know new as well for a low birthday. Okay, birthday is required. Great. And okay,
And okay, Max down again. Oh, Max, that is very funny, man. Oh, I will send a message now for Max. Oh, gosh. Hey, Max. You down. Now we need to wait to the Max, guys. I call to him to verify what's happened. Wait in the few minutes, guys. Oh, are you
oh,
back? What's happened?
no, 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 I don't know.
You
Maybe the
close.
internet trick is a trickster one today. So
Oh,
let me get again, share my screen again. Sorry guys, sorry,
no worries.
sorry. I I speak a lot of things, that's okay. I can.
I calling to you.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why I saw you calling me. I mean, yes, I thought to myself, why Gabriel is calling me? Why? And I asking you to say something, and I see you're frozen. My God, what's happening? But okay, so guys, I don't know where what the points that I was when I get out, but could you say to me, Gabriel?
You you speaking about the record in the developer request, the line
Oh, okay,
before.
okay, so okay, great. So, uh, okay, uh, as I said before, in our sample, we could see that we are coupling our model. with the API contract, and sometimes it's a bad choice because any kind of improvement that we will do in our model you reflects with API contract, and our clients will suffer a big issue because the contract will be broken. So in order to avoid that, we used to use a DTO or a value object or any kind of name that you want that you like to use to create a kind of object that will hold the contract in order to make the contract robust, and it will leave you it will let you to improve your model without any kind of problem in an API contract. So that's the reason why I created this new developer report record. So based on this record, we could just asking only attributes for the client for the customer in order to use our report our endpoint. So that's the reason why I create that. Okay, and also of course our developer entity got only three attributes, and when we got three attributes, sometimes we don't need to care about how to deal with construction of this entity. But sometimes, but we know that in the real world, we got entities got more attributes, and sometimes it's hard to deal with on a constructor and a default constructor of Java. And the best approach is to use method factory to provide instances based on the attributes. So you could get more benefits. For example, when we are using develop method factory, you could return any kind of object that could be extends could be a subtype of developer, but you could provide any kind of types that extends developer. So you got more benefits with that. Because if you use the new constructor, the new word, new reservoir keyword, you don't are able to dynamically change this one. So do you understand? So it's another kind of benefits. Also, you could add some validations when we are using this kind of method. For me, right here, I just put some validations on the attributes that comes from the argument, so you can see that the name is required, the border is required too. So with that, we guarantee that our object, that our entity will be created in a concise way, in a consistent way, and so the state of our object will be stable, will be in a good shape for be storage. Okay, so based on that, let's go back to the repository. So right here, what we did, we just get the name, the body from the new developer request record. That is the DTO that comes from the internet, and created a new entity and store the new entity. Right here, for example, we control the way that the ID will be created. So right here, I assume to create ID by myself, by my application on the side of the application, but you can use the database ID strategy. But on my side, I will do that. Okay. Okay. So with that, I think that we are able to test it. So I go, I'm able to go here, so we can see that ID is no longer required from the user to create a new developer, and it's a good because this is the behavior that I'd like that my API provides to the customer. And let's try it. So I create the max comes to the wording.
You show your age now.
Yeah, yeah. And let's store and let's see what's happened. Okay, and I think that Gabriel wants the thing. Let's see.
Very, very funny.
It's funny one. Yeah, I think that it's missing something right here. Probably the Jason P. Hold on, I think that this is. No, no worries, man. It's part of
The
the
show
thing.
time.
Yeah, it's part of the job. So I think that is Jason B. I think Jason B. I think it's a good one. I don't know. It's yeah, great. And with that, we can see. Let's test again. No worries, no worries, no worries. Probably the application will get start. Okay. Oh, oh, got it, got it. I think that we need to use a specific extension. So let's do this. So I will do that. I will add this one, and I think that I will remove it. Okay, great. Okay, just let me know if something doesn't doesn't work. So let's go back right here. Okay, looks like the application will is starting up again. Okay, great. Looks like it's up now. We can see right here the extension. We can see the key. So let's try again. The max 198.10.04. Submit and voila! It's working. It
Cool.
was stored. Okay, and we can.
Max, I ever told to you, I trust you.
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay,
Ever.
so we can
I
see, we can
trust you
see
ever.
we can see right here on the list one in the list endpoint we can see the stored and the entities that existed in our database by now. So let's add a new one. I will add Gabriel. Please tell me your birthday.
1,999.
99.
Yes.
Oh my god. The
Uh,
month, please.
06
06
and 15.
15. Okay, let's test it. Oh, voila, it's working. Let's test again. Let's test again. The get. So we can see the both ones. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. It's a good one. So great, great,
It's a good
great.
kid.
Yeah, the good is a good one. So as we can see, we just inject the document template, and based on that we can access, we can store, and so on. So let's create. I will create so just in order to complete this one. So public. Now it's easier, I think so. So I think
Great. Delete.
get developer. So I could get the ID, and it will be the get, but also it will be the path. Okay, ID. It's a Jakarta RESTful web service specification. It's the old JoxRS, so we could path parameter that will be the ID. Okay, great. So we could also return the template and find by developer class and pass in the ID, and maybe it will works. Okay, it will return our optional. Okay, great, because we could handle with if if something doesn't happen, if nothing comes from the database, I'd like to throw a web application exception passing the status, so I could response status, so basically not found, not found, not found, not found. Okay, good one. So it's good one. Based on that, I just save, go back right here. I just refresh this one. Let's see if the database restored or keep those things work. It's a good test too. Okay, it's keeping working, the data on there, but we also have a new endpoint that we could get a specific document. So I will get myself, so I could got right here, passing the ID right here, and execute
Cute.
this one. And we
Eh,
it's happened sometimes, and when it happens, what we used to do, we need to stop and start again the application. Okay. Sometimes it happens, no worries. But it will works, no worries. Probably the database will be deleted,
we
but
restart
don't
application.
worry. We got the data right here. We got the data. I will hold this one in a specific document, backup document right here, because I don't want to type those things again. So I could test it. So as you see, the no one right here. So let's try again. So I will pass myself first. The good thing is that the ID will be ignored. So I could start again, but a new one comes.
Get the
Okay,
UK.
okay, I will get the key ID just to add this right here. Okay, and I will add the Gabriel as well. So, okay, store Gabriel, you are stored again. He was stored again. Okay, great. And I think that we could test it, but as I copy the ID right here, I think that we are in good shape. Let's test it. Oh,
Oh,
look,
that
it's
work.
working. It's working. So sometimes we face this kind of problem and we just need to restart the container and get those things work again. Okay. So I think that you are in of the time, but let's just to end up this endpoint. So I will create the delete one. Okay. So I will create the delete right here, and it will be a void one. I could also return a response object, but I don't want to do this, so I delete developer, and we could just to remove it. Remove. I think it's delete. Delete. Pass the developer class and pass the ID. Amazing. So I think it's a good one. So let's test again. I will restart right here because I'd like to here render my Swagger UI. So to get this one. Okay, great. So I think that we already have the implemented the entities. Okay, I will delete Gabriel because Gabriel is a newest one. Is our youngest one. Is our youngest one. So
Today you have a lot of jokers in your
no, no,
pocket.
no, no. Okay, okay. I will delete myself. I delete myself because
Yes,
I
old twist.
yeah, the old one should be give opportunities to the youngest ones. Okay, so you put right here, and you add this one
Try
right
now.
here, and oh my God, it cross the fingers. Oh, poof. Okay,
Perfect.
2004.
Please
It's
use.
work. Please, thanks. And let's execute again the list one, and only Gabriel exists in this database. Max is in heaven by now. Okay,
Max is
amazing, amazing.
to God.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, what we did, we just used the document template. Document template is a NoSQL interface. It means it's a Jakarta NoSQL interface. It's not a specific one. If you want to test more about that, for example, I'd like to bring a specific one right here. For example, I'd like to get developers with, for example, I will get right here, and I'd like to see, for example, younger. No, starts with, for example, by name, for example, by name, and thing by name, and I could add the name right here, passing the path carry parameter, and it will be the name. Okay, I think the default one, it's okay, good one. And what we can do, we can explore more about this. So, for example, right here, the select one provide us where is the name? I think the name. Okay, with kind of condition. Okay, like like the name. So name. Oh God, right here, and it will result. You'll be returned. Okay. So let's test it. Let's test it. Okay. So I will just. It's the last test that we will do today. Okay. So by name. Of course, we could change a little bit the question, but I just to return. So I'd like to get a new one that get start from G. So probably Gabriel should be comes in the results. So let's test it. Gabriel's coming, but if I type N, probably empty one will come. So
Click,
let's
click.
see.
Cute.
Oh, it's working. Okay, great. So we could use the API in order to provide a specific carry that he wants to. Okay, great. So okay, Max, but we used to see you guys using Jakarta data in our side. Okay, that is a way to do this, but let's do this in the next session. Let's improve this sample, because in order to get this one, we need to do a little changes on the code in order to get this. It's something that I'm thinking for to contribute with this extension to help anyone to get this thing in the easiest way. Okay, but I think that it will done, Gabriel. I think it's done. I think that we're in a good shape. Let me close this one. Okay, I will do this behind our scenes. Okay, in our background, I will I will save everything. I will commit everything. I will push up to our repository, so you will be able to get there and check it out. What we did, and we could doing those things by yourself. Remember, guys, Of course, I'm showing up, I'm showing how to do this, but you need to do this in order to learn it. Okay, when we are just watching, it okay, we will understand what's happening, we will see all those things will happen, but when we practice something and we put our fingers doing those things, it will
It's
be wrote in our mind, and you will learn more faster, you keep those things in a fresh way in your mind, in your brain. Okay, so this is a good way. Gabriel, it was amazing live, so I'd like to thank you to be here, and to alert me on the network, on my phone, that my internet was broken, and it was amazing. I don't know, guys, in the chat, if you got question, please send us. Am I right, Gabriel?
You're
Uh,
totally right. Like you have doubled, you have a questions, or you have a troubles. Send messages to me and the Max in the Twitter. I share with you more early and the link in Discord, and I share again.
Great,
Uh,
amazing.
in So Java Discord, you can find me and find the Max and the chain, asking anything about the ecosystem Java. I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
Max.
Yeah, you're right. And also, we don't did it yet, but I don't know. I don't know if you got, if you we have the QR code for the people that wants to become a partner of So Java. So Java is offering a kind of membership, so you'll be able to join us and get workshops, get classes, get amazing content provide for our community. Okay, so for memberships, so I think that it's very amazing. I don't know, Gabriel, do you have this one? I don't know in
No,
any way.
expired my link. I need to get a
Yeah,
new.
no, we can do this. But guys, if you want to see more about content that So Java could provide you, reach out to us in our Twitter handle. I'm also in the threads, so you can find out me using this to handle as well. I don't know if you are there, so if you are there, connect you with me. So it will be amazing to guide you and to help you in this Java journey. Am I right, Gabriel?
You
I
to-
think Gabriel also had also be there. I don't know if he got what is the his threads handle, but but it's like, amazing. I think that it's
my
okay.
thread handle is Gabriel.java.
Oh God! Oh, you are
Java
new.
Journey is my channel in YouTube.
Oh, you are pretty near to Java, right?
Yes, of course. It's like
Where is the Java? Where is Java? Where is Java? Where is Java? Do you
he's
know,
here.
guys? He got a pet. Pet's name is Java.
Java.
It's amazing one. Okay, guys. So it's Friday. So sexto in Portuguese. So I'd like to say thank you for everyone. If you love, if you like this content, if you think this content is relevant to you or relevant for friends, share it then. Also, subscribe the channel. Reach,
Press in the button like in the channel.
yeah, reach the like as well, and see you next time.
See you
All
next time,
right,
guys.
Gabriel, hit here. Okay, see you soon, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye
Take
bye.
care, guys.